welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Well, better late than never, right, Jason?
Hey, you know,
Man, we had to.
we dropped back and punted this morning.
Good night, man. We pulled a quick one on everybody this morning.
Sorry we're late, guys.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
we the new format will start next week. We had an unexpected format change.
Look at what Kyle wrote.
Yeah, he said, "Good afternoon, y'all." We had an unexpected format change today, and man, I'm literally gonna have to figure this out, Jason, because everything is so backwards right now.
I know.
Because I'm normally on the screen.
You're usually over here. I'm usually over here. Everything's all backwards. But
Yeah.
oh well, we're gonna get through it, guys.
After the show today, I'm gonna take down some things, and then I'm gonna move some things around to get back to that nice left-hand feeling. You know, like, are you lefty-handed?
No, I'm not left-handed, so I wouldn't understand.
But see, you always sit in the middle, so it's no different to you, right?
Yeah, it's no different to me.
But now
but
cameras
I'm not
are even
punching
different.
buttons and cameras and doing all the things that Rob does.
And now it's like when I'm looking over here, I'm looking away from people too. See this?
Yeah, he's looking away from people instead of at the camera. Look, the cameras are over here, brother.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is great. Hey, it's good, though. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you move around the bedroom. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I have it. Adults, you need to do that more. You need to start shuffling things around in the house.
Look, man, there was a time in my life where I could not see. This was a little over a year ago. And literally I couldn't see. So I had cataracts really bad, like they were right over the center part of the eye. So it was like, you know, looking like if you open your eyes underwater in a pool.
Yeah, and it burns.
So my wife,
Sharon Jean,
decided it would be fun to move furniture around so they could watch me trip and fall over it.
Doesn't sound very nice, Jason.
Well, no, but it was funny. You look back on it now, it was pretty funny.
Deneen, you were not Sharon Jean, by the way, just full disclosure.
No.
And I'm not poking fun. There was a there was a lady in this community. I saw an obituary of that name, and I said, man, that was an old moniker from Roy D. Mercer back in the day out of Oklahoma.
Right.
Hey, we want to welcome you in. Again, unexpected things this morning. We had to relocate the studio on hour notice. I texted in our buddy Chris Brown. I said, Chris, man, can you hold out till a little bit after 8:15 or so? He said, no problem. We will have Chris Brown on here in a few moments. Hey, as we get started this morning, a big shout out as always. We get rolling here this morning. It is, it's just even like drinking this.
Well, I don't know why it's backwards. You're left-handed. You're trying to drink with your right hand.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those
I don't
where
know
the
either,
bedroom
brother.
got. We'll change it. Don't worry. Episode 338 as we get rolling here.
338.
We are now live from FBC Huntsville. We have relocated into another studio due to some circumstances beyond our control. Let's just say
it is what it is.
It is what it is. When a pipe backs up in a building, you don't want to be in there.
Not that kind of pipe.
Yeah, I was joking earlier. I had 3 or 4 little ladies coming around asking if Pawpaw was in here. I said, not this one. It's the one down the street.
Yes.
So it was not a pleasant aroma this morning.
Right.
That's like a guy that
I don't think Febreze would have helped it at all.
No, and I had the what is it? Bath and Body Works that just opened up. I have those little flowers, the little flower plug-ins.
Right. That wasn't helping. I was in there.
It's like growing up when you have a cat that does something and you just spray Febreze. It just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
It's like smelly sweat.
Or at the family gathering after Thanksgiving and somebody uses the special
facility,
the special facilities, and they use the air freshener. It just makes it worse.
It just masks it.
It just combines.
And that is how we are starting the show from the church this morning. So welcome in as we get started. Hey, a lot of you are out there. Let us know that you're there today. We'll go on for an hour this morning. Our new format will really start next week. We are here, though. Again, welcome in. Big shout out to Paul Oley, the gallery. Paul, we're not over in your place. We're over here at the church now. But, Paul, we love you, man.
Yes, Paul, we still love you.
We still love you, buddy. Appreciate you. Just didn't love the aroma this morning. I know that's not your control.
Yeah, it's not a biggie.
But welcome in again, and as always, a big shout-out to our friend. Forgot his mug this morning. I was in a rush to get everything moved over here. Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, and online at elliotsjewelers.com. So a big thank you to Elliot for all of his support. By the way, if you see me around town, you notice something missing. Everything is okay at the Hip household on the relationship front.
Look.
Elliot is doing some work on the ring.
I got some loaner rubber ones. I don't know what size you wear, but my wife... she got me some rubber ones and like the sorted pack so we could figure out which one would fit and stay on. You need to borrow one.
Well, you can get hairbands at Walmart, do the same thing.
Until your finger turns purple.
No, you just twist them up. You get the big ones, just twist it. It's one size fits all because you twist it until it fits.
Yeah.
Or the easiest thing, dude, just take a big ballpoint pen and that's what I did the first day. And I just had it kind of wrapped around there and it worked out perfectly fine.
Well, you know what you can do? You can go down to the local tattoo parlor and they'll permanently put one on there for you.
We could. Kyle Kreiner has a very important question, by the way. He says, where's the front door? We will disclose that information soon. We weren't expecting to rush over here this morning.
The front door is the side door.
Yeah, we are going to be here for the next foreseeable future, just FYI. We'll get things.
I guess Kyle's trying to come in.
Yeah. Kyle, are you over here? Where are you at, man? There's two trucks out front.
Well, there might be 3. I don't know where Chris parked.
Chris is out there. Yeah, there's 3 trucks out front. Just call us.
Look for Rob's truck. Look for the white GMC and whatever Chris is driving.
Just bang on the door. We'll hear you. We're going to put a camera over there or something. Yeah. Hey, but we're also here. We would not be able to bring you this wonderful Wednesday without our great friends. Tuesday.
It's today's Tuesday.
Tactical Tuesday.
It's Tactical Tuesday.
Man, I'm off, man. Tactical Tuesday.
Look, man, we threw a wrench in your plan this morning.
Wouldn't have been here. Tactical Tuesday, big thank you to Guardian Defense, Jason Thompson of Guardian Defense, and the Thompson family for all things personal safety. Visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Jason, I noticed something.
Guess what?
I noticed. Is that what you're about to dig into?
No, I'm fixing to dig into this was number 6, brother.
Oh, yeah, 6 what?
6 moves, brother.
But this was the easiest, right?
This was by far the easiest. The shortest drive. What was that, 2 blocks?
Yeah, it was 2 blocks.
Not
versus
200
not
miles.
200 miles, yeah. If you haven't heard the story before, Jason was so generous to our family and his family. They helped us move 5 previous times. And then this morning,
Rob's like, man, we got a problem. I said, dude, I'll be there in 7 minutes. I'm on my way.
You probably knew something was
and I
happening.
got to pick up, so we'll get it. We'll get it did.
So yeah, we loaded up. Big shout out to Molly here at the church. Molly, we had the cart for us.
I'm telling you, she saved us, about 3 trips at least with the cart.
We rolled in the tables on the chairs.
Yeah,
and then we rolled in everything else on the cart, right?
Pretty much. Well, I
think we made like 5 trips in here.
5 or 6.
Wasn't much.
We made like 20 getting it into the trucks though.
Yeah, it was enough to break a sweat. That's for sure. When I came in, I said, "Jason, is it hot?" It's actually cooler in here. It feels really good in here.
It does now because you're not huffing and puffing.
Man, when I walked through that door, you could just feel that poof. Mm-hmm. It's like the movie theater when they all have that same sound now, like on the THX, and it makes this poof, and you can feel it vibrating in your bones.
I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in a long time.
By the way, real quick, movie fact, I watched Twisters. Man, they try to parallel the old movie so bad, and it's actually not too bad, but they try to parallel that thing like crazy.
I don't know
Good
about
movie.
all that.
Good movie, though.
Don't know about all that.
Good movie. There was no smooching in the movie. I was disappointed.
Smooching in the movie.
I'm saying this in a nice way. Normally when you watch a movie, there's good romance to a lot of movies, or even cartoons. There's usually a good romance somewhere along the way. And, I'm kind of a romantical type guy. I'll be honest, when the Lifetime Network is on, every once in a while, I'll kind of pause there, the Hallmark Channel. And poor Kyle don't even have a chair to sit. This poor guy don't even have a chair to sit in.
There's a stool in the corner if you can get to it.
Poor guy comes in here, brings in a bag of something, don't even have a place to sit down. Hospitality, this is church, man. But what I'm getting at, this is what do you call it? If you mess up someone that's trying to figure out what a movie is, what do you call that?
I have no idea.
That's where my intellectual drops way out.
It's way over here.
What is it? Blooper. No, not a blooper. It's what is that word called? Whenever you give away something.
Like a trailer?
Yeah, but people know what I'm talking, man. And I'm reading a book right now in my ORU class that talks about you need to enhance your vocabulary because it'll help you a lot more when you're in conversations. Mm-hmm. And it'll also allow you to take control of a conversation. If there's a point you're trying to make and you don't know the words to say, you're not going to be able to control the conversation.
Right.
Well, guess what? I can't control the conversation because I can't even think of what the word is I'm looking
your
for.
ADD's kicking in this morning. You weren't planning on doing all this.
It's when you say something. A spoiler. That's what I was looking at. Spoiler. Not the thing, Kyle, on the back of your Honda, all right? We're talking about a spoiler in a movie, on your Honda Civic. All right, man?
His Honda Civic with a spoiler?
Put the rice burner in there, man. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. But here's the spoiler of the movie. There was a meteorologist girl in there, and there was a tornado chasing cowboy.
Okay.
And they kind of, and you think the whole movie, you feel that tension of like, all right, they're going to become boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Right.
Spoiler, never happens. And I told Bridget out of that whole movie at the end, I said, why didn't he just kiss her, man? That's the only thing I was waiting on in that movie, and it never happened.
That's because they didn't want you to be happy.
So there you go. Timothy Squire, thank you, Timothy. He said spoiler.
Yep.
So he wins today. Well, hey, let's take a break. Our friend Chris Brown is here in studio with us today. We're going to be learning more about some awesome, amazing things that Chris is up to. One of the most humble men you'll meet here in our community, and is doing so much for his family and for their future and for our community. But he's got another venture that he has started called Cover Pro Rentals. We're going to hear about that. Also had their first customer a little while back, too. So that is off the ground and running now. We're going to talk about that business. We're going to talk about other things that he is involved in as well. A young man that always gives back to the community also, and we're excited to have him on. We will take a quick break. Guess what? No keyword this week. So
not yet.
Not yet, and there probably won't be one this week. So just a heads up, or at least today. We'll have it tomorrow. So please continue to watch. Continue to watch. Maybe there's some trivia you can win something on today.
Maybe.
But we'll step aside, take a break. There's more to come. The 0 Degree Creations phone and text line is open, though. If you'd like to say good morning to us, all you got to do is text us at 936-339-0139. Again, that is the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. As always, our Tactical Tuesday is brought to you by our friends at Guardian Defense. They are your personal safety experts here in Huntsville. We'll step aside, take a break. Chris Brown with some surround sound. 7.1 channels joins us when we come back right here on Good Morning Huntsville.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.live for more information. Education you can trust.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Ho, ho, ho.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, man. You're the one clicking over there, brother. I mean, is it still August? A little soon for the ho-ho-ho.
Yeah, the Christmas kicked in early there. All right, friends. Welcome back at as we continue on here. Time now is 8. I have no idea where that came from. You know what it was? It was a Deneen Thompson Christmas greeting. And what it was supposed to say is this right here.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
That's what it was supposed to say.
That's what it was supposed to say?
Yeah, instead it was her Christmas greeting from last year. I selected the wrong one.
You selected ho, ho, ho.
Well, it was Christmas because it was going like, Merry Christmas. And then it was going to be like, this is Deneen wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little too early in the year for that. Well, hey, we're back at it here. Thanks for joining us on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. And how about it this morning for our great friend, none other than Chris Brown. What's up, Chris?
What's up, brother?
Good to see you, Chris.
It's been a hot minute, man. Hey, do you mind putting that microphone just a little bit? There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Or maybe a little bit more. It's kind of everything's kind of backwards to me. There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Chris, good to see you, man. What's been going on?
Everything, every day, all day. If it's not kids, it's business. It's something.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since we had you on. One of the first times you called in, I think you won a prize from us or something happened. We called you. Now, we've already went over this during the break. There's none of this happening today, but you were the first person to ever sing on the phone with us, man.
Yep, and didn't even charge you.
No, and it hit number one on the Hello Huntsville top 20 singles that week within a 13-inch radius of the studio. I mean, it went through the roof, man.
Yeah.
13-inch radius.
Yeah, one listener that day. It was my mom. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, appreciate you. Well, Chris, it's so good to have you on, man. I'm gonna tell you, if you get a chance, go back and watch some of our back episodes and search for Chris and hear his testimony, his story. I think what God's done in your life has just been so tremendous. I think, number one, it starts with humility. And when I think of young people in this community that have humility, I can't think of anyone more than you. And I know you'll be humble about the way I'm talking about that. Because
appreciate it. Making me blush.
But I mean that, man. And I think that's just such a story and such an inspiration for folks out there that are struggling, that are going through something. And I want you again, folks, go back after this episode today and go back to previous episodes with Chris and listen to his story. It's pretty inspirational, man. But all of that, that you had to deal with and go through years ago has set you up for a lot of success now and wanting to provide and do some amazing things for your family. And, you got a lot of businesses going and you're running all of them. You're doing a great job. Many of you know Chris from Jump Around Moonwalks. But now you also have the Happy Family Farms going.
Yeah, so we originally known for Jump Around Moonwalks. Then we came on the show again for Hobo Logo. Mm-hmm. That was more so of a seasonal thing.
You're still getting I tagged you in that, by the way.
Yeah, we still get logo designs that we do. We really dive deep into that during our off season, which is like the winter season. Because it takes a lot of time creating those professional logos. It's literally artwork. And then back in June, we had our grand opening of Happy Farm Mobile Petting Zoo. And that has been the most fun business that I've been a part of or started or anything. It's just working with the animals. I love the children, but working with the animals, it's therapeutic. Like living on a farm, dealing with farm life, waking up, and just doing the whole thing. And then about 2 weeks ago, we started Cover Pro Rentals, which is the big white canopy tents. We rent those out now, tables and chairs, and we'll elaborate with that, as we grow. So it's a whole lot, but it's manageable at the moment. We got a great team of guys that work with us, so it's all coming together.
I want to say something real quick, Chris. I'm not putting you on the spot, but Chris is such a tremendous man, and you've helped us here at the church a couple of times. And I wanted to give you a public thank you because it wasn't a major thing, but just something with one of the slides, and you made it right on the second one. And so I wanted to publicly acknowledge that because I know Chris's heart and where he's at with your business, and everybody at some point something may happen. It wasn't anything terrible at all. It wasn't anything major or anything like that. But Chris said, you know what, we'll make this right for the next time, and he did. And man, that speaks high volumes of just the way you run your businesses. And we've rented from you here at the church, and we'll continue to do so, man, because the kids love it. The stuff that you have on the Jump Around Moonwalk side is awesome. Yes, and so I wanted to encourage you. That's some inspiration this morning. And this is where I'm going with this, Chris. How many times do people you feel like you make so many deposits in someone's life, and then that one kind of, even if it's just a slight withdrawal, like overshadows that. And that's not fair to people at all.
Yeah, and that's kind of the world in general. You know, a lot of the world tends to forget about forgiveness. And forgiveness is not always for yourself, but it's for others too. And especially in the business world, man, it is brutal. You could be one of the biggest sponsors in your city. You could be, you know, feeding the needy and doing all you can to help everybody and do everything perfect, and you mess up once, you're gonna get a shout out somewhere. Huntsville, Good, Bad, and Ugly, or, you know, some concerned mom or something, and it's just something that you're gonna have to learn to deal with, and you're gonna have to learn forgiveness too. You know, nobody's perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes, but when I acknowledge that I make those mistakes, I gotta acknowledge that I gotta make it right too.
Yeah, and I want to encourage people, don't rush to jump on social media, because especially you think of someone like Chris who's working hard, who's building something for their family, and who always does what's right. Give folks a chance to make it right. You know, I've messed up on this platform several times, and, you know, an advertiser, I'd completely forgot to put a logo on a shirt. It was just one of those things that slipped by me, and so, you know, we're trying to make that right by offering them some free stuff with the upcoming football season. You know, just make things right. Don't go publicly blast somebody unless you've actually, I would say don't even do it anyways, to be honest, but especially if you haven't even had a chance to sit down and talk to the people. I saw something, I won't say what, but restaurants, this is especially true for.
Oh, yes.
And there's a very sweet lady who has a wonderful restaurant here in town off Sam Houston, and there's a new organization that promotes a lot of news and things, but they cover all of it. We don't do that on this platform. Someone said, you ought to start covering, you know, what's going on in the prison system and this and that. I said, if it's positive news in the prison system, absolutely, but we're not a platform that does that. Well, someone had posted something about, you know, watch out, and posted this video of this particular restaurant. Be aware of eating here and all that. I understand, like, things happen, but I'll give you a perfect example. There was a restaurant in Georgetown that failed health inspection miserably, and I ate there all the time. It's just one of those things that happens. And is there an excuse for it? No. But did they make it right? Yeah. And they learned from it. And never again did they mess up on that. Those kind of comments, especially for a small business, can destroy that business. And if they don't make it right, that's a different story. If it's repeated, that's a whole different thing.
If it's a repeated thing, you know, a behavior that keeps on happening.
And I understand, like, that's a public health, but it wasn't anything that's like, we got to shut this place down because of this. The deal is, man, be very careful, because if you're not careful, you're going to destroy families, you're going to destroy generations, and you got to be careful about that. Now, as a business owner, you also have a responsibility to do things and make it right. So, Chris, I said all that because I want people to know Chris as a man who is always going to do what's right. He's always going to take care of you, and he's going to go above and beyond. And I expect that's the same flow and the mentality with the new canopy business. So tell us about the tent business, man. How did this idea? I'm assuming somebody said, "Man, I need a tent." Somebody didn't have it, and then all of a sudden the light bulb went off, right?
Yeah. So Jump Around Moonwalks has been open for over 5 years now, and over all the years we've definitely had our fair share of requests. One of the biggest requests is the large canopy tents. And so we saw that there's a big market for it. Now, there's a couple things that I could have done. You can combine certain inventory with certain, you know, with Jump Around Moonwalks, but I really think that strategically when you're running a business, you gotta understand, like, what's an item that you can add on, and what's an item that can be a sustainable business in itself. And whenever I first started Jump Around Moonwalks, I thought, oh, man, I'm going to be all things party. And so I started adding every service you could think of, all the way from cupcakes and bakers to, you know, goodie bags.
To guys like Kyle Kreiner providing comedy entertainment.
Yeah, like if it was entertainment, if it had something to do with kids or parties or events, I wanted it to be all in this one. But then I kind of realized that would kill majority of that, what that business was started for. You can't have this hay pile of stuff looking for that one needle that, you know, is supposed to help that customer. So I kind of wanted to separate some things, keep things organized, and we realized that also people who are looking for bounce houses are not always looking for, you know, the big white canopy tents. You would think that, but somebody who's having a wedding and wants a elegant and professional canopy tent is not probably thinking, oh, bounce house kids parties.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Place.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if we were to have porta potties, it goes with events, but you don't think bounce houses and porta potties at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So some things you want to separate. So that's why we started Cover Pro Rentals.
And so just hear what within the last couple of weeks, first call, I believe, came in.
Yeah,
and
so
tell us how that went, man.
It was pretty cool. 2 weeks ago we started. We did a pretty cool giveaway, of different rules that you had to do, but one of them was, you comment your name, and whoever gets the most likes gets the winning tickets to a Texans versus Titans game at the NRG Stadium. And that was pretty cool. Got a really good amount of traction. I think the winner got, I might be wrong, but her name was Dee Watson. I think she got like 170-something likes. Like, she was a hustler. Wow. I felt bad. I wish I would have had like some runner-up item to give like the others, because they put in a lot of work to get the amount of likes.
Yeah, but it's Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last.
So, hey, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, that's right.
It.
But that amount of exposure landed us our first rental this past weekend. We went and set up a 20 by 20 tent, 48 chairs, 8 tables, and then a big 20-foot double lane water slide. It was pretty big order.
That's cool.
Trinity.
And so when you did that, I mean, anytime you start a venture and you get that first one, just describe that feeling for you and for your family, man.
I think it's probably only a feeling that, business owners are going to really relate to. Or maybe even if you're not a business owner, imagine the first time your child ever said "Dada" or "Mama," like that's it in the business sense. And it's kind of funny to relate that, or like your child's first steps. You're like, okay, this is a real thing. This is happening.
It's happening.
And so it's kind of like if you walk into like the restaurants and they got like a little framed photo of their first dollar bill that they ever made or something like that. So it's a good feeling, and it solidifies that fact that, okay, we are here and we are going, and we're going to keep this truck rolling, and who knows what 5 years from now will bring us, 10 years from now, and so on. So
it's such a great idea. I mean, there's a lot of folks in town that rent out different things, but the quality, what you do, I think is just bar none the best. And Chris again here, Chris Brown from Cover Pro Rentals today. Where can folks find out more information? Maybe somebody's watching this saying, I really need to. I want to have an outdoor event. I mean, let us know the ideal customer. We know weddings, but what else? Who else would benefit from these tents and chairs and things?
So some of the biggest demands for the canopy tents, a lot of corporate events. So if you're having company lunches, we've been contacted before we had this company by like what's that construction name brand, Mustang or Cat. There was a dealership, local dealership, things like that. They're trying to throw on a company lunch, and they wanted a canopy out in their parking lot. You got family reunions, anywhere that you don't already have some cover. That's going to be it. And then we got everything else that you could, possibly look for. Heck, you want pony rides at your company event? I'm going to make it happen.
And you did that. Somebody called it. They have business, or somebody wanted to have that. I know we're talking about the different business now, but somebody called and you did that, right?
Yeah. So we, along with the petting zoo, we do the pony rides and stuff, and we've done business with Huntsville Memorial Hospital. We actually just got the contract for this year for Fair on the Square.
Oh, awesome.
To do their petting zoo.
Oh, that's going to be neat.
So actually at that petting zoo, normally we take like these professional looking pop-up tents for petting, but since it's Fair on the Square, we're going to put up our 20 by 20 professional canopy. So you'll get to see the both sides of it. And then that'll be a lot of fun.
I think of the song, man, every day I'm hustling. And that's Chris, man, just taking care of business. Can you touch a little bit on just how much this means for your family? Because you've been so awesome, over the past couple of times talking about just, leaving something for your family one day. Can you highlight that a little bit more and just kind of what drives you with these ideas?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be honest. And the drive comes from that testimony that I gave, and I won't dive too deep into it. But back in 2016, I did go homeless. Wasn't into anything bad. There's a lot of just scenarios that happened that caused those circumstances, and I accepted them, and I dealt with it. It was hard dealing with it, but that started that drive, that this is a horrible feeling. And not that anybody, not that I judge anybody that's in that position, because I was in that position. But when you're in that position, the last thing that you got to do is give up. You cannot give up, and you got to push forward. And you can find your motivation through different things. Like I had 2 daughters at the time, but even if you have nothing, you have yourself, and you have, you need to make yourself proud. You need to make God proud, because He put you on this earth for a purpose. You need to find that purpose. So I didn't like feeling like I was at the bottom as a man, as a person, as a Christian, as a father. And so I had to drive up from it. And I don't want my kids to ever have to have that feeling either. So growing up, if I have an opportunity for them, if I have 5 different opportunities, 10 opportunities, whether that be they're just working with me, that's an experience that they'll have. Oh yeah, Dad, we didn't really have many personal experiences or whatever, but we are always rolling with them to go set up a bounce house or something. Those are still experiences. Just take your kids with you and, have them involved in anything and everything that you do. And that's what's fun for me, is that, it's a fun business, everything that we're into, and they love it. And so, being involved in something that I can involve my family in, hey, it's all good.
I love it, man. Well, how can folks find out more information about the tent rental business? Again, it is Chris Brown with Cover Pro Rentals. How can they find out how to get in touch with you?
So you can give us a call at 936-662-2454. You can find us on Facebook for all of our businesses: Jump Around Moonwalks, Hobo Logo, Happy Farm Mobile Petting Zoo, and Cover Pro Rentals. We do have a website for Jump Around Moonwalks right now. We don't have a website up and running yet for the others, but it will be coming soon. But you can go on to Jump Around Moonwalks right now, and you can find, you can make a reservation for the mobile petting zoo and the canopy tents.
Awesome. And we put a link to the Facebook page there, so make sure, folks, that you head over there, that you like that page also, and make sure to follow it, and let's support more great local businesses here in Huntsville. Chris, man, again, just love having you on. I told you you're welcome on this show anytime, man. You just you just pick whatever date you want, and you come on anytime you want, man, because I just love having you. I love hearing your story. Most importantly, I love what God's doing in your life and the blessing that is becoming for your family, man. And, something that comes to mind when I think of you, besides humility and being humble, is that word restoration. And our Creator's in the restoration business. And if you're going through something, listen to guys like Chris and know that you have value, know that you have worth, know that you have a purpose and a plan. And even if you can't feel it today, that there is a reason that you're here. And that reason is to glorify God and hold on to that hope and have faith, knowing that through all things, it can work out. And it's not easy, though, Chris. I mean, it's not like a light switch, and you know this. It's not a light switch that you just turn on one day.
No, it
and
is
then everything's
not.
better. And it may take days, it may take months, it may take years or even decades, but it's that mustard seed of faith that will get you through all things, man.
Yeah, for me, it's 3 things. You find God, find your partner, and I don't want to sound cliche like this, but my wife, Madison, has been the best partner. Other than, like, my life partner, she's been the best partner to push me along. Those days where I don't want to get up, man, I'm tired, my body hurts, I don't want to get up, but she'll make me get up and she'll push me along. And I appreciate her for that, and I love you for that, and thank you for that. And the last thing is find your purpose. So find God, find your partner, and find your purpose.
Love it, Chris. There he is, Chris Brown. Jump Around Moonwalks. Happy Farms.
Happy Farm Mobile Petting Zoo. Hobo Logo. Cover Pro Rentals.
And the logo stuff, I know we didn't talk a lot about it. If you need a logo, Hobo logo, this guy does some amazing work, and it's not simple stuff. I mean, they're putting together some really creative things. So let me just say this. If you need anything in Huntsville, ask Chris first. And if he can't do it, he's going to point you to somebody who can.
We know some people, man.
Yeah,
we know some people.
So, all right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for being on today, man. Yes, sir, absolutely. Again, more information on Facebook. We posted the links there, so make sure that you follow Chris and all the great things that he's doing for our community. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll continue on. Hey, if you want to let us know you're out there, I know many of you are commenting. Please feel free to do so on the social media feeds. But we'd also love to receive your text. That is open on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. Just send a simple hello this morning. All you got to do is text us at 936-339-0139. That is 0 Degree Creations. Rick Boning, they do such a phenomenal job. Man, if you're looking for some of that freeze-dried candy, it is bar none.
Rick is the bomb on that.
You usually see him out at the farmers market. They're down there. In fact, Jamie Saucier, that's your grandfather's out there. And he did our signage, which normally is hanging up behind us, but it's still over at the other studio. So we'll give Jamie a shout out as well. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue on here in just a few moments. What is it the day of? What's today's impossible question? Well, I have no idea. All you got to do is watch the show to find out. We'll have it here in just a few moments. We'll be back in a moment. This is your show. Stay with us. More to come as we celebrate all things good here in our community. Once again, this is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be back in just a moment.
Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the Spirit of Huntsville.
Jason Thompson. Bleh. Hey, why don't we just jump right into our recognition segment? You want to do that, Jason?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it.
Well, recognize. You ever tell anybody growing up, man, you better recognize? Remember that phrase?
Never said that.
You remember that phrase, though?
No, I don't.
People used to say that, man. Jamie Saucier Woodworks, we recognize you.
We recognize you,
Man,
Jamie.
you better recognize Saucier Woodworks. Kyle Kreiner, he was in the studio a while ago. He's saying good afternoon, y'all. Jennifer Augustinetti, good morning. It's a terrific Tuesday. Y'all have a blessed day. Good to see you. This morning, Jennifer, Karen Clark. She was with us at the Billy Cawthon Restaurant Report, by the way, Sanders Kitchen.
Awesome.
She came. Good morning, Huntsville. Have a great day. Our number one engager, Taco Tuesday.
Quentin Glaze.
Quentin Glaze. Better recognize. I recognize you, Quentin. Steph Valley, our wonderful friend over at Magnolia Kennel. Stephanie over at Magnolia Kennel. Have a positive day today. Sally Hosey, our great friend Robert Hosey. Good morning. Hello, Huntsville. Have a great day. It's terrific Tuesday. We got this.
We do have it.
Timothy Squire joining us earlier. He was answering the question. I was trying to remember what that word was. It was spoiler. And Jamie Saucier a little bit earlier saying he's so proud of Chris. That is Chris's grandpa. Just a wonderful man here in this community. Some other folks joining us too on social media platforms as we... Hey, my wonderful bride, Bridget Brennan, joining this morning. Good morning, sweetheart. Love you. I couldn't do what I do without you. She's my partner.
She is your partner.
Better recognize. I recognize that. She is so wonderful.
She just don't know it.
Man, she is so good to me, so good to our babies. That is our time to shine here on Good Morning Huntsville. All you got to do is text in, share the broadcast every morning. We don't mind giving you a shout out. That's what we're all about, is promoting and highlighting the good here in our community. I'm here with Jason Thompson of Guardian Defense, online at guardiandefensellc.com. Friends, if you are looking to get out to the range, home on the range, where the deer. Come on, Jason. I thought you were going to sing today, man.
I'm not singing.
We do have a special announcement before we get into on this day and today's impossible question. And do you have any idea what it may be?
I know exactly what it is.
I just don't know because I didn't cue it up.
You didn't cue it up?
I didn't cue it up at first, but something very special today. And Jason, I sure do wish you'd join in on me with this one. It's very important. Please listen. This is for you. Happy birthday, Billy Cawthon.
It is Billy's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Billy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Billy.
Happy birthday to you.
Billy.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Oh, Billy Cawthon, happy birthday.
It's officially Billy Cawthon Day.
What moniker do we give him? Like the Compassion of Huntsville? Or was that Greg Smith? I think Greg may have got that one.
I don't know what we gave.
The Dumpling of Huntsville.
I don't know.
We got the Perla of Huntsville, the Totina of Huntsville, and now the
Yeah. Okay. Thought we were going to give that one a rest.
Oh, happy birthday to Billy Cawthon. Man, we love you.
So if you're driving down Normal Park today and you go in front of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, make sure you honk.
Yeah, make sure you honk 4 times, by the way. 4 times for Billy.
That's
4 toots of the horn.
4 toots of the horn.
For Billy Cawthon on his birthday. Hey, a couple of things here. On this day in 1776, that's an important day in American history, by the way.
1776,
yeah. The Americans, well, they were defeated by the British in the Battle of Long Island. The Brits were smart and got there early, so by the time the Americans arrived, there was no parking.
Really?
The Americans would have probably won if they hadn't all been drinking those Long Island iced teas on that day, Jason. The battle was decided by who could hail the most cabs that day also.
Really?
And it wasn't a war. It was a race to see who could get a taxi and get across town first. So just some important information. Boy, check this out. 1907, UPS was born in Seattle, Washington. I think they're still working on the process. Oh, you know what? UPS is good, though. I'm thinking USPS. UPS is good.
UPS is good.
Yeah, UPS is good.
What can Brown do for you?
Actually, that "What can Brown do for you" slogan, it was a lot catchier than their first one. Same shipping, different day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brown. What Brown can do for you is a lot better.
You know what? On this day, if you're a sports person, I didn't know this. I'm not really a huge sports person, even though I enjoy broadcasting sports. 1921, the Green Bay Packers were born. The team was created, and they joined the NFL. Boy, Brett Favre, so young back then.
Wasn't he, though?
1921. Fans immediately put on their training cheese heads to get ready for the season. And up until that time, people in Wisconsin thought you stayed inside during the winter. And thankfully to them, they were able to get out. Today, National Peach Day.
National Peach Day.
National Pots de Creme Day. And National Just Because Day. We decided to go on late today. Just because.
Just because.
Nothing else really on here that I really think that's things that are super important. Boy, this is really tough, though. This is really, really tough. Mariah Carey, we all know Mariah Carey. Just a great artist, great actress, just unbelievable performer. Her mom, Patricia, and her sister, Allison, died on the same day over the weekend, reported by People magazine.
That's got to be difficult.
Boy, can you just both of them on the same day. NASA says that they won't be able to bring back those 2 astronauts from the International Space Station until February now. They've been up there for 80 days. Have you heard about this?
I saw something about
There's
it.
a couple of astronauts up there. They can't bring them back because one of the Boeing return spacecraft has some issues. They don't feel comfortable. SpaceX said, we'll be more than happy to bring them back, but the problem is the space suits aren't compatible. So even though NASA requires all of these things with the privatized space program now, that's one thing that maybe they didn't think was a big deal. Well, now it is. So they cannot come home on this SpaceX capsule because the space suits, Jason, are not compatible. So
interesting.
They had on Levi's instead of, instead of something Ralph Lauren, I guess, or something.
Who knows?
A couple of other things here.
How long does it take to make one of those suits? Do they have to measure them out? And I'm sure they're custom built, for that person.
No idea.
I'm just thinking,
you need to get you one.
Well, I'm just saying, if they got the measurements, it couldn't be that hard to. You would think to have somebody, go and make a new suit and then send it up on something else.
I just think that you need to get a spacesuit from somewhere.
I need a spacesuit?
Yeah, I need you to get one. Have it next Tuesday, please. I think that'd just be wonderful if you could figure out how to do that for us, Jason.
Okay.
Have you ever wore a spacesuit?
No, sir. Never have.
Are you into space at all?
Not really.
Really not?
No.
Do you think if we went back to the moon, the Mars, would that be pretty cool? Or are you just whatever? Or do you think it's kind of a waste of money? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm kind of a down-to-earth kind of guy. I'll just stay here.
Because you weren't alive when the moon landing happened.
No.
Yeah. No, see, I wasn't either.
No, I wasn't alive during the moon landing. When I was a kid is when the Challenger blew up. I was actually home from school sick that day and saw it blow up on TV.
Oh, man. My big thing is I would love for us to return to the moon in my lifetime. Bush had that on the docket. It all got kind of thrown out. But
Right.
I think that would be so important.
I'd love to go down there to the Johnson Space Center, and tour that. It's been a minute since I've been down there.
A couple of other things here. Cigarette smoking at an all-time low in the United States, according to a new survey. 11% of Americans are lighting up these days. But I wonder if that's kind of construed information, though, because you think about how many people vape now. I would say that vaping is at an all-time high.
I would assume so because, a few months ago when we thought the building next door was on fire?
Yeah.
During the show?
I don't
know. That was like one of those supercharged vaping machines.
Yeah, you remember that thing? I thought the guy was I thought he had a Mustang out there revving the engine or something,
I didn't realize that somebody could have that much vapor in a set of lungs.
Yeah. In Italy, a burglar broke into... Check this out. In Italy, a burglar broke into a home and while in the middle of the robbery, stopped to read a book. Oh, I love a reading here. He got so caught up in the book, he was still there when the owner woke up and found the guy. He broke in, started reading a book. Those Nancy Drew mysteries are making a comeback, J.D. Vance, our vice president nominee for with Donald Trump, J.D. Vance's neighbors aren't too happy with him after the Secret Service closed and barricaded a park near his home in Alexandria, Virginia. Now neighbors won't be able to use the park until after the election. Man.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Think about that. What if somebody next door to you was running for VP, the Secret Service come, they shut down your range?
Well,
man. As long as they paid you for it, would you be all right?
Yeah, as long as they give me a little money. You know,
a good pay for it, right? Mm-hmm. Today's impossible question. These were first installed in the United States in the 1860s. What are they? What was first installed in places around the U.S., maybe homes, maybe businesses, but they were installed in the
street lights.
Good answer, but that's not it. We'll get back to it in just a minute. Did you know we touch greeting cards an average of 23 times before buying? That's a lot of fingerprints on a greeting card.
I didn't know we did that.
It's illegal, by the way, to feed garbage to pigs in Arizona without a permit.
Okay.
So if you'd like to, feed the garbage to the pigs, if you're in Arizona, maybe you're driving down the interstate and you say, man, there's some pigs. I got this pile of trash in the back. I just want to feed it to them. Mm-hmm. Make sure you got the permit to do so first. All right.
Okay.
The average American will use 20 gallons of toothpaste in a lifetime.
That's a lot of toothpaste.
Wonder how long toothpaste is good for.
I don't know.
So maybe just get 20 milk jugs, fill it up. You're good to go for the rest of your life.
I guess so. That'd be a good Christmas present,
20
for a 3-year-old.
20 gallons of 20.
Yeah, you just save your milk jugs throughout the year and fill them up.
Oh man. It's no secret that the majority of people will take hotel toiletries when they check out. Do you do that, Jason?
I've been known to. If I don't use it,
I've been known to.
Well, look,
Hey,
it's for a good cause.
Do
Okay.
you take all the stuff though? Like do you take the toothbrush, the soaps, everything?
No, I'll get the little soaps and stuff because I generally take my own. But what I do with that is because it's part of the room, you paid for it, and I donate it to the like the POTS program, the kids that are homeless, or down on their luck, so that they have those items to do personal hygiene.
That's better than what most people do, because 1 in 5 people that do, they'll pull them out when they have guests to spend the night.
Well,
we've been known to do that. By the way, we've been known to have toothbrushes and soaps and stuff that maybe have came from a hotel because you pay for it. You're right, you pay for it.
I mean, that's part of the room. I mean, it's not like I go down to the desk and say, "Hey, can I get 5 bottles of shampoo, please?"
Have you ever nicked yourself shaving? By the way,
yes.
Did you ever put a little paper towel on it? A little toilet paper on it?
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, 27% of men in a recent Yahoo survey said that they have embarrassed themselves by coming into work with toilet paper on a shaving nick. Mm-hmm. I've never came in with it, by the way, but I've done it before. Hey, are you still into the bee business?
I still have some
forgot to ask you about that.
Still have bees.
Well, did you know that you're more likely to be stung by a bee if you're eating a banana?
Okay. I didn't know that.
So the next time you're eating, don't eat bananas around the beehives.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
I generally wear my bee suit when I go to the beehive.
90% of people have embarrassed themselves when their stomach growled in a quiet setting. That's happened to me. Mm-hmm. Very loud. And then
I can think of some other things that the stomach's involved with that can embarrass you too.
More than half of couples say that they do laundry separately. We don't, Bridget. I would like to. I'm just more of a separate laundry type. I'm thankful Bridget does most of my laundry. I'm so thankful for that. But it's just for me. I'd much rather just with the children now. It's just too much in one pile that I got to dig through. Mm-hmm. I'd much rather just maybe we can work out a solution where I'll do my laundry and Caden's laundry, and then Bridget does the girls' laundry. It's never going to happen, by the way.
It's not going to happen.
Let's go back to our impossible question. These were first installed in the U.S. in the 1860s. Paul Oley had a good comment. He said, or Kyle Kreiner had a good comment. He said telegraph wires. Good guess. But it was actually the ceiling fan. Ceiling fans
really
were first installed in the U.S. starting in the 1860s.
Interesting.
There's a little bit of knowledge for you. Let's take one final break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. This is your show. We are here. I'll check in with Jason, see what he's been up to. And we will look ahead to what's going on the rest of this week here on Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us. We're live here at FBC. This is your show. Your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville on a Tactical Tuesday. As always, our Tuesday is brought to you by Guardian Defense. They are all things personal safety here in our community. If you're looking for firearms, ammunition, if you just want to get those courses to where you can learn how to effectively use a gun, Guardian Defense is where you need to go. They will teach you the right way to do things, the safe way to do things, and how to protect your family online at guardiandefensellc.com. Stay with us. We'll close it out when we come back. Again, this is your show on a Tactical Tuesday. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Community and Outreach Minister. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Community and Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church Huntsville, and I wanted to personally invite you, yes, you, if you're watching this video right now, you are invited. This Wednesday, August the 28th, kicks off our Wednesday Night Life program. And all new this year, it's not just for the kids. We'll still have children. Anyone that is grades K through 12 can come at 4:30 for games. There'll be a free meal at 5, and then worship, Bible study, and even more games right after that. But also this year for adults. If you're looking for a group to be a part of, we have a class literally for everyone, from singles to married couples. There's even grief counseling. And yes, you can come to the meal at 5 o'clock also, and then stay after for those small groups. And if you have children, the best news is childcare is provided. It's all at no charge. We want you to come and be blessed. We will see you this Wednesday, August the 28th, but please register online first at fbchuntsville.org.
I got to register to come on.
Night. All right, we'd love for you to be a part of that. It's here at FBC, our new Wednesday Night Live program. Traditionally has been for youth and now including adults as well. There's literally a class for everyone from married couples. Also a very special grief counseling class, although that class really need folks to pre-register so they can get everything set up. And they typically...
Because there's different kinds of grief, correct?
Yeah, a lot of different kinds of grief. And it's very important to, in those type of settings, that once you get going, you know, they've already kind of got things rolling. So if you need some grief support due to the loss of life, whether you are a youth, maybe you have a child that a sibling has lost another sibling, it's a very safe place. And this is a big thank you to our friends at First Touch Family who have experienced that grief, and they want to be able to help you through that journey. And so please register online at fbchuntsville.org. And Jason was just asking me if you need to register for the other classes. It would be appreciated. We're not going to turn anyone away if they show up and they didn't pre-register. But those other classes,
I'm bad about not pre-registering.
Oh yeah, and those classes open again, fbchuntsville.org. You can go right now and register online. And if you want your children to come, this is really cool, because if you've got children, I'm talking 0, baby, all the way up to 12th grade, we have a place for every one of them. The Kingdom Kids, all sorts of things going on. You can come by. Youth are more than welcome to come by right after school at 4:30. There will be a free dinner each night, Wednesday night, starting at 5 o'clock. And so adults are welcome to that too. And then there's going to be adult classes as well for, like I just mentioned, the grief support. But then also if you're single, if you're married, there's a catch-all class. I mean, there's just literally something for everyone. You definitely want to be here. We wrap it up very promptly each Wednesday at 7:30. So,
and I have to say this, man. since I started coming over here after how many months of you inviting me, it feels like home.
Well, that cattle,
it really,
that cattle prod kind of works,
Yeah, I know.
I got that thing red hot.
No, you just put new batteries in it.
Yeah, so
come on in.
So it worked out. Hey, we got a special guest walking in, this morning. So we're on right now. Yeah. So Jason just coming in for a minute, but we're about to wrap up in just a few seconds.
I don't think he realized that we did the switcheroo this morning.
Yeah, we had to switcherooski this morning. So, but no, we appreciate it, Jason. Love having you and your family here. And you're right, man. It's all about a family here at first.
And it is, and that's, I'm not one that gets out and promotes a lot of stuff and stuff like that. And it's been a long time since I actually attended church, but I look forward to coming here.
Well, we love you, man. So glad to have you and Dee here and Pop, and all of you are welcome. It's all about family here at first, and we're not going to judge you. It's not a place for people to judge, and no matter what you've been through, no matter where you've been, no matter where you're at or where
what you're going
go.
through.
Yeah, or where you're going to go.
That's it.
We want to help you here, and it's all by His grace, not ours. So, well, Jason, it's been a fun one here this morning. I know we had to do a little switcherooski on everything, but what's going on at Guardian before we wrap it up today, man?
Well, the most positive news I have is that I'm wearing regular shoes again.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It is true. Well, they're not all the way regular. They got little inserts in them, but they look normal. Once I get used to it.
They got the new toes?
Well, I wouldn't call them toes, man. There's a piece of foam. So here's the deal.
Foams is what we'll call them then. Foams?
Foams.
Okay.
So what we'll do next Tuesday is I will break out the foams, the toes.
All right.
Because I was going to tell you this. Prosthetics and inserts and stuff like that are really expensive.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 days ago, because I have inserts for both sides because I only have 4 toes left. So, guys, you do the math. One foot has 0. The other one has 4. So there's a filler where, where that toe's supposed to be. I go to put my shoe on, and the filler is sitting in the heel because it already came apart.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah.
Well,
when you pay between $1,000 and $2,000 for inserts, and you have them for 2 months, and they already come apart. Now, mind you, the insurance company only pays for them for once every 5 years.
Now, are they going to make it right, or is this one of those that we put on good, bad, and ugly?
No, man. It's super glue, baby. You think I'm lying. I just super glued it back on.
Man.
But it was nice. I mean, it was all outlined and stuff, where the glue came apart. I mean, you got Sharpie lines.
You need to show me this, because if it was like $2,000, brother, I could have went to Hobby Lobby and got one of them little...
This is what I'm telling you after, because that's what it paid. That's what it cost. And now that I see what they made for me, I'm like, dude, Pop's wood shop, he's got the engravers over there.
Just have him
cut out a piece of carbon fiber with a laser, in the shape of my foot, a little bit of foam, and folded and glued the right way. Well, I'm done.
Yeah, we need to get. We're in the wrong business.
I'm in the wrong business, brother.
I was saying I go to Home Depot, get some of that floral foam, and just get one of them little heat wires, and I can cut it out for. Man, we'd be in business.
We would, because that's all it really is.
All right, perfect. $2,000, we'll make it for you.
That's
here.
it.
We'll do it on the show.
Yeah, we're going to get 3D printer and start building stuff, man.
I actually bought a 3D printer years ago, and I ended up tossing that thing because it was just. I used it. It was one of those you had to build yourself. Mm-hmm. It was actually pretty cool, but it was so much work. Mm-hmm. Maintain. Now the technology's through the roof, by the way. So.
On those 3D printers, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this little thing. I'm going to find somebody with a 3D printer. So if you have one and you want to try something cool, let's get together.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up here on this edition of Good Morning Huntsville. We hope you all have a very wonderful Tuesday. We'll be back at it tomorrow, Wonderful Wednesday, with Rick and Kay Boning and tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll be talking, as we have been, about the Unleash Your Imagination event. On Thursday, we'll be here at first with Jason Bay and also Steph Valley of Magnolia Kennel coming on to give us some updates. And Friday, we're still open. So we've got an opening on Friday with Billy Cawthon. We will have the Billy Cawthon Restaurant Report. We'll go back and talk about Sanders Kitchen on Friday, and then we will look ahead to see where we're going to eat. So some of you said, I don't know where you eat each week. All you got to do is watch and follow our social media post at Hello Huntsville, and we will keep you updated. Jason, anything else, man?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, get online. Any shows this weekend?
No, I'm chief range safety officer at a big skeet shoot down in Houston on Thursday.
Awesome.
So that's going to be fun.
Cool, man.
Big fundraiser.
Awesome. Well, there he is. He's the man, Jason Thompson. I just get to hang out with him on Tuesday. This is really Jason's deal. I just run the numbers and yak.
Yeah, he just pushes buttons and clicks the mouse.
The man with the big truck who moves tables, that's the man. So we'll wrap it up, friends. We'll be back at it tomorrow, so please come back and join us right here, 7:30. We should be on time, and we're looking forward to celebrating all things good here in our community. For Jason Thompson, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning, friends, that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. That'll wrap it up. We'll see you back at it again tomorrow at 7:30. This is your show again. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Jason, thank you, brother.
A pleasure to be here.